Welcome, yogis. Thanks for joining my channel. My name is Renee. Today I'm headed to the beach to do a feel-good, heart-opening flow. It's an intermediate flow, about 25 minutes. If you enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up and comment down below on how it made you feel. I'll meet you on the mat. Namaste. Make your way down to your mat and we'll begin in tabletop. Align your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Draw your heart forward, your tailbone will lift for cow pose. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, round and curl your chin towards your chest, squeeze your navel in. Inhale, gaze up, tailbone lifts, cow pose. Exhale, round and curl for cat. A few more. Take a breath in, expanding into your rib cage, space between your chin and your chest. Exhale, tuck your chin, pelvis presses forward, navel in. Inhale, gaze up, tailbone lifts for cow pose. Exhale, round and curl for cat. Come back to a neutral spine. Crawl your knees wide, your big toes touch, child's pose. Sink back. Walk your fingertips forward. Elongate through the elbows and find your Ujjayi breath. In through your nose and out through your nose. Tuck your toes under and shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, bending through one knee and pressing the other heel down and rocking side to side. Draw your outer shoulders down, press away, and spread your fingers out nice and wide. Rise to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, and crawl your feet towards your hands, ragdoll. Clasp opposite elbows, your knees are soft, sway it out side to side, shake your head yes and no. Release your hands to your mat and take a halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, roll all the way up to stand, one vertebra at a time as your shoulders peel back at the top. Inhale, arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, flat back, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank, and lower all the way to your mat. Inhale, cobra, press the tops of your toes down, chest lifts. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, press up to high plank, and downward facing dog. Shift forward to high plank, inhale. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Option for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high, open out your hip, bend your knees, circle out your ankle. Stretch your right leg straight, dip the right hip down, lift from the back inner thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your chest, pause. Inhale, lengthen, take it back. Exhale, knee to your chest, gaze forward, step it through, drop your back knee down. Inhale, reach and rise with the arms. Grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand and pull it over to the right side. Inhale, lengthen high, plant your hands down and shift back half split. Draw that right heel forward, flat back, and fold as you exhale. And fold as you exhale. Take both hands to the inside of the right leg. Walk your hands to the back of your mat and sweep the right arm up. Swivel the back leg back, and then walk back forward to revolve crescent lunge. So left hand down, right arm reaches high. So stack your right shoulder on top of your left. Ground down your right big toe and squeeze your inner thighs. Bend off your back foot, chair pose. Inhale, reach your arms up. Draw the outer armpits down, spiral them down, lengthen through your elbows, start to spiral your pinkies in. Your heart lifts off of your chest. Hug your glutes and stand tall as you take a breath and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, chaturanga, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up, open out your hip, bend your knee, circle your ankle. Stretch your left leg straight, dip the left hip down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your chest, gaze forward, pause. Inhale, lengthen, take it back. Exhale, knee to your chest, squeeze your core, step it through. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, rise, reach with the arms, shoulders soft. Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and take it up and over to the left side. Inhale, both arms high. Plant your hands and shift back for half split. Just glide the left heel forward. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. You have another breath here. Both hands come to the inside of the left leg. Crawl your hands to the back of your mat. Sweep that left arm up. Swivel the back leg and make your way to revolved crescent lunge. Tuck your back toe under. Lift the back knee. Stack your left hand on top of your right. Press down your left big toe as you squeeze your inner thighs. And left hand reaches back down, chair pose. Inhale, reach your arms up. And breathe. Forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Step, maybe float through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to your chest, gaze forward. Step it through, crescent lunge. Expand your arms up nice and high. Hug your inner thighs, dig your weight into your front heel. Come high up on the ball of your back foot. Bend your elbows for cactus, expand your heart open, and continue the arm movement and stretch forward to hover your chest on top of your thigh. Draw that right hip crease back and open it out to warrior two. Heel toe your back foot back. Find some space, shoulders stack in line with your hips, and peaceful warrior, give it a breath, to extended side angle. Thigh pretty parallel to the mat. Extend through the elbow and reach. And make your way to Prasarita. So wide-legged forward fold. So straighten that right leg. Toes in, heels out. Aim your forehead to your mat to elongate through your spine. Stretch your inner thighs back, your tailbones, sit bones up towards the sky. Then surfer pose. Expand your left toes open, fan them open. Your left knee rolls open as well. Right toes reach up. Maybe your hands scoop under you to sink back and shift back into your hips more. Crawl your hands back forward and step forward, chair pose. Inhale, reach your arms up. Hands to your heart center and twist left elbow, right knee. Point your right elbow up towards the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Sink your hips lower than your heart. Expand your right arm up, your left arm down. Swivel your navel to the left so your chest rings out and opens to the right. Make your way back to chair pose, then forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Move through your vinyasa. You could step or float it back. Left leg reaches up, knee to your chest, crescent lunge, step it through. Inhale, rise with your arms. Weight forward into that front heel. Come high up on the ball of your back foot, squeeze your lower belly in, and cactus, bend your elbows, chin off of your chest, creating a little arch in your upper back. Then sweep your arms forward. Left hip crease pulls back. Breathe. And open out to warrior two. Spin your back heel down. Heel toe your back foot back. Shoulders down, squeeze down in your shoulder blades. Broaden through your collarbone. Externally rotate the left knee and peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Rotate the right shoulder back, the ribs up towards the sky. Elongate that top arm. Thigh pretty parallel to your mat. And wide-legged forward fold. Interlace your hands, toes in, heels out, and take a moment to breathe right here into this stretch. Release your hands to your mat. Halfway lift brings you up and open out to surfer pose. So fan open your right toes, your left toes reach up towards the sky. You can walk your hands underneath you for that support to shift back. Then crawl your hands forward, rotate on the ball of your back foot, step it forward, chair pose. Hands to your heart center and twist, right elbow, left knee. Press your left palm into your right, expand your chest open. Sink your hips nice and low, weight back into your heels. Maybe that left arm reaches up, right arm down for the full expansion of this twist. Finding your expression. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Step or float back through your vinyasa, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Knee to your nose, step it forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, arms rise. Bend through your elbows, chin lifts. Reach forward, hover your chest, open out to warrior two. So just moving here a little faster. Reverse your warrior, extended side angle. Hold here, expand your right arm forward as well. Hold that beach ball just for that moment, then wide-legged forward fold. Open out, surfer pose. Hands to your heart this time. Crawl your hands forward. Step off your back leg. Standing leg split. Lift your left leg high. Open out the hip. Then you can dip it down. Square off your hips and play with your balance. Maybe one hand or two hands wrap around your ankle. Maybe those elbows wrap around your calf. Take this moment. Hands plant back down, and chair pose. Hands to your heart as you stand tall. Tree pose, right side, right foot either above or below your knee. Connecting your hands at your heart center. Grow tall through the back of your neck, crown of your head. Shoulders remain down and you're rooted into the earth. Find your drishti and your fullest expression. Maybe arms reach up and out. You can play with closing your eyes. Hands connect back to your heart center. And your right knee pulls in and down. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, flat back swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise to high plank. Side plank. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Stack your right foot on top of your left. You could reach that right arm forward, bicep towards your ear. Right leg can reach up. You could drop the left knee down. Yogi's choice here. Option for wild thing. Tap your right foot behind you. Open out your heart. Continue to reach that right arm out. And back to down dog. Left leg reaches high. Inhale. Knee to your chest. Step it through. Crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend through the elbows. Heart lifts. Expand your arms forward. Left hip pulls back. Open out to warrior two. Heel toe your back foot back. Reverse your warrior. Full breath. Extended side angle with the left arm reach. Hold that beach ball squeeze in your core. And Prasarita, toes in, heels out, wide-legged fold. As a transition for surfer, widen your right toes, your knee open. Then walk it forward to standing leg split, right leg high, and play with your balance. You can open out that right hip, feel the stretch in the length of the leg. Then once you drop your right hip down, It doesn't go quite as high, but point your right pinky toe to your mat. So you want to really be squared off here. You can grab a hold of your ankle, maybe elbows wrap around your calf, and find a drishti along your mat or even at your toes. Step your both feet down and chair pose. Hands to your heart will stand tall, shoulders down. Tree pose, left side, left foot either above or below the knee. Connecting your hands at your heart center, pressing your thumbs into your heart, expanding your chest open. Shoulders peel down your back, navel's engaged, and breathe. And when you're ready to find your fullest expression, maybe play with closing your eyes or expanding your arms up and out and shining your light towards the sky. And when you're ready, left knee comes in and we forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift forward to high plank. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Stack your left foot on top of your right side plank. Bump your left hip up. Maybe that left hand reaches forward. Bicep towards your ear if you did it on the other side. Left leg could reach up. Any variation of your choice here. And maybe stamp that left foot behind you for wild thing. Arch in your upper back. Make your way to downward facing dog. You can take a vinyasa or straight back to down dog. Release all your air. Take a breath in. Open your mouth. Let it go. Expand your right leg high and sweep it in for half pigeon. Shin parallel to the top of your mat. Your knee nice and wide to the right side of your mat. Square your hips and release into your mat. Maybe forearms, elbows relax down and breathe. If this is uncomfortable on your knee, you can always slide around onto your back for figure 4. Good. Enjoy a couple more breaths. Start to make your way back up. Plant your hands down. Tuck your back toe under. Option for down dog, just to pedal your feet out. Or take your right leg up and back. Open out your hip, bend your knee. Step it back, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up. Scoop it through half pigeon. Shin parallel to the top of your mat. Hips are nice and squared. Crawl your arms forward and relax your elbows and forearms down. Melt into your mat. You can also come onto your back in figure 4. And maintaining your awareness on your breath and on the stretch. You might Feel nice to gaze over one shoulder and switch and gaze to the other. And start to make your way back up into downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, or three-legged dog. Left leg reaches up and opens out the hip. Downward facing dog. Rise high onto the balls of your feet. Shift forward and all the way down to your mat. Locust pose. Point your toes. Reach your arms out into a T. Lift your chest. Squeeze your core. Point the crown of your head and extend it long, elongating it through your spine. Plant your hands down. Tuck your toes under. Press it up and back to downward facing dog. Rise high on the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Float your feet through. Walk it through to a seated position. Expand your arms up and forward fold. Paschimottanasana. Grab a hold of the tops of your feet if that's accessible to you. Shine your heart forward. Press your tailbone back. Crown of your head is an extension of your spine. Shift your chest up and pull the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Grab a hold of your ankles as you fold. Nose points beyond your toes here. Flatten out through your back. Lift your chest. Pull your knees in and stretch your right leg over your left. So right foot crosses over, knee stacks on top of your knee. Your right foot will be close to your left hip. If you can grab a hold of your extended leg with your right hand, flatten out your back and fold. You'll feel an extra stretch there. And then let's go ahead and hug that knee in and extend it back out. So left leg pulls in, cross the left foot over the right, stack your left knee on top of your right. Your left foot will be beside your right hip. Fold forward, and it's a huge IT band stretch here too. Reach the left arm forward. If you can clasp the toes, pull the toes back towards you and flatten out your back. Start to lift back up, hug the knee in, plant both soles of your feet on your mat, sweep your arms back for reverse tabletop squeeze, your glutes, lift your hips, your fingertips point towards your heels. Let the head drop back if that's okay on your neck. And lower to your mat. Boat pose, reach forward. Lift your legs. Shift your shoulders back. Find that moment where you almost start to shake. It's an uncomfortable sensation, but you're gaining strength in the most important place, and that's your core. Breathe through it. You can lower your heels and lower one vertebra at a time, nice and slow, all the way down to your mat. Expand your arms over your head, reach your legs forward, stretch in both directions, and set up for bridge pose. Stretch your fingertips towards your heels, press your hips up, roll your shoulders under, interlace your hands, keep some space between your chin and your chest. And lower down. Option for another bridge pose or full wheel. Come to the crown of your head, walk your hands back, and press all the way up for full wheel. And tuck your chin, lower all the way down. You can windshield wiper your knees. Draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big hug. Open your arms into a T. Let your knees fall to the right. Gaze to the left. take it to the other side. Knees to the left, gaze to the right. Knees back into the center. Give yourself a hug of self-love and gratitude for making it to your mat today. And take this moment to release out into a final resting pose, Shavasana. Roll your shoulders under and slightly dip your chin towards your chest. Nowhere to be, but right here, right now. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. You can rock your neck side to side and stretch your arms up over and roll to your favorite side. Press yourself up to a seated position where your hands connect at your heart center. A moment to honor yourself, the practice, and each other. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. See you soon.